Benedict, independent mobility analyst, reporting live from Barcelona, Spain this week, and I want to thank you for all joining. In this video comments, we're going to talk about mobilizing objects. Now, what do I mean by mobilizing objects? Well, it's important for us to recognize that when we mobilize people, that's not the only thing we're mobilizing. And when we talk about mobilizing people, we're talking about mobilizing by communicating, by sending data out to them and job tasks, service tickets, work orders, etc. Having them collect data and bring that data back in to the enterprise. So that's an example of mobilizing people. But what about objects? What do I mean by objects? Let's start with schedules. Mobilizing schedules so that you can be adjusting schedules based upon real-time data coming from the field on mobile devices. So that's schedules. Number two, let's talk about equipment. Where is your specialized equipment? Let's use for an example a diamond-bladed concrete cutter so you can lay pipe across a driveway or road. Now, every person in your organization doesn't need one of those. But where is it at when you need it? Well, if you had mobilized that object, that piece of equipment, you could be seeing in real time the job status and job location where it is. Let's look at a couple other things. Mobilizing inventory. A lot of organizations have a lot of materials and parts spread out in mobile environments in the vans or the trucks of the mobile workers. So if you needed to get a part and you wanted to first check and see if it's available near you in one of your vans or trucks, if that inventory was mobilized so you could see its exact location and if the parts you need are on that truck, that's another example of mobilizing an object. We can go down through all kinds of other examples. For an additional example would be mobilizing skill sets and qualifications. What that means is knowing not only where your workforce is, but what their skills are and what their qualifications are. That's important when you need to schedule somebody. You don't want to just look at, are they near a new job that just came up? Should you schedule them to drive over there on that job? Well, not if they're not qualified. So being able to know not only the location and job status of individuals, but add to that whether they're even qualified or certified to do that job is important. Another example is, what if you need parts to fix a piece of equipment at a customer site? Being able, if you have mobilized so that you can communicate with the people in the field where the nearest location is for them to buy from a supplier, that's another example of mobilizing the demand for parts that you may need to do your job. We can also consider mobilizing contractors and subcontractors to a job, because if they're required for the job and you don't know where they are and you don't know which ones are available or which ones are nearest, that can also raise up a challenge. So we can go on and on. In my mobile workshops, we talk a lot about mobilizing objects in addition to mobilizing vehicles and mobilizing your workforce. With that, I want to thank you for joining me today for this video comments, and have a wonderful day.